Hey guys, it's Shell, and guess what? It is time for a book review. And let me tell you something. I'm not a very good review person. I just am going to tell it like it is. I'm going to tell you what the story, the gist of the story is, and then I'm going to tell you the funniest parts of the book. And when I tell you something, normally it takes a while for me to get into a book. Like, if I'm not into the first 100 pages, then I'm not going to do it. But before I get into this story and the first book I read of 2025, I want to welcome you to Salted Seashell Designs. At my channel, our channel, your channel, everybody's channel, it is all of ours. You never know what you're going to get. You may get some cooking, you may get some jewelry making, journal making, which we're going to be doing soon because I got to make some journals for my grandbabies, for their Bible study. You may get wind chimes, you may get whips with diamond painting, and you may just get a book review or two. I'm trying to read 20 books this year. Hopefully, we hit more because that would be epic, and I would love that. But so far, I'm on a slow pace. This book I started in 2024, but I finished it in 2025. I don't get very many chances to read. I normally read at work during lunch, my breaks, and then in between calls if time allows it, which 9 times out of 10 it doesn't, but we do it. Anyways, the name of this book, make sure, it is called Bad Karma, and it's by Paul Wilson. It's a national bestseller. When I tell you this book is funny, the full name of the book is Bad Karma, the true story of a Mexico trip from hell. Now, like I was saying before, normally a book will get me in, I get snagged in normally, probably around page 50. If I'm not by 100, I'm probably not going to finish the book, and that's what will stall me in reading because I don't like to leave anything on my DNF shelf. In fact, I have one book on there. And so I kind of like try to finish them because I really want to. This book had me from page 1. I could not believe it. Paul and 2 of his other friends are going on a trip. It's to Mexico. They are going to La Ticla. I don't know if I said that right. It is in Mexico. And yeah, it is. It's something. Let me tell you. We have Paul. Um, and then there's another guy named Jelly. And then there's Moose. Now, Moose is in trouble with the law. And he's like, I need to get out of California ASAP. They've already had this trip planned, but he ended up doing something and they needed to leave soon. Paul had a bus. It's a 1968 VW bus. He called it the Wonder Bus. And, I mean, what can I say? He packed this bus with, I mean, anything and everything. He was prepared for flat tires, for gaskets being broke, for oil, needing oil, and just everything. I mean, he just He brought anything and everything that he thought he would need. Um, Paul's name in the book is Opters. And so it's Opters, Jelly, and Moose. And they are all going. And so Opters has no money. And so the first story that they get into is he's working for a grocery type outlet type store. I don't remember if they really say the name of it, but they get a pallet and they start packing stuff around it and throwing food in the middle and wrapping it with not saran wrap, but you know that wrapping, yeah, the plastic. I can't think of it right now. And anyways, his friend is supposed to come. He's got a little truck. They're going to put it in the truck and then they're going to take off. His friend is drunk when he shows up. So they get as much stuff, nothing fits. He's panicking. He's like, we got to get out of here. They're driving off. There's stuff falling out. It's middle of the night, probably about maybe midnight, 1 o'clock. Stuff is falling out of the truck. I mean, they're leaving a massive trail for the cops to come find them. And they end up getting out of it. And it's funny. I mean, the way he writes, it's hilarious. So then he ends up buying a camera off of a crackhead. Or wait, maybe we can't call him a crackhead. Maybe he's just something else. But he buys the camera. He's gonna, take pictures of this epic trip. They're going to La Ticla. This is it. This is gonna be fun. And on their way, anything that could happen did. The Wonder Bus broke down and they needed oil. And it's like, he knew they were going to need that oil. They brought the oil. They got stranded again. There's just things that, these three just did not have very good luck. And I mean, we're talking one night they had to sleep in the back of, I don't remember where they were at. It was in La Ticla, I believe. And they're laying there and they had the screen over them and you could see the mosquitoes just on top of the screen trying to get them. And at one point of the story, one of them does get bit up pretty well. So it is a very short read. It does go quickly. Paul, I think, is a really great writer. He had me actually feeling like I was there and this was happening to me. And, they ended up going on their trip and having a great time. They did come back. I'm not going to tell you everything that happens. I'm not going to tell you everything that happens to them because there's one point where Opters has no money at all and has to call his mom. And, you got to call mom. She's going to be there for you. So if you want to read a book about one trip to Mexico and it is just, and not knowing a lick of Spanish because Opters really didn't know Spanish unless he was listening to Moose or Jelly talk. And Jelly was kind of little, but Moose was kind of like trying to be the smart one of the bunch, but not really. If you just want to hear about one trip from hell, Bad Karma is definitely the book to read. It is by Paul Wilson, and you guys need to check it out. Now, the next, the book that I'm reading now is, it's called I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. And that is by, let me see. Oh, I don't know who that's by. Sorry, don't know. But yeah, it's Tucker. I don't know his last name, but his first name is Tucker. But that's okay. I'll get you all the info when I'm done with the book. I am pretty much at 30% of it. I just started it 2 days ago. I'll probably finish it tonight. There are parts I need to skip that I've had to skip, but I'll tell you all about that later. As far as Bad Karma goes, I gave it a 4 star on Goodreads just because it was good, you know. It almost reminds me of something like if I were to go on a trip and anything that could, would, and has happened. So that's your kind of story, adventure and galore, because there's a lot of adventure. Check it out. I got it off of Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, check it out. Thanks for being here. It's my first book review. I know I got a lot to work on, but I will. I'll work on it slowly and surely as each book I read. So I hope you guys have a great day. Happy Saturday, y'all. Toodles. Go check out Bad Karma. Yes. Bad Karma, y'all.